Elvis Presley's granddaughter, Keough, is opening up about her plans for Graceland and a promise to her mother.
For more than 4 decades, the staircase leading to the second floor of Graceland has functioned as a barrier between the public legend and the private man. While over 500,000 visitors annually walk through the Jungle Room, the racquetball building, and the trophy room lined with gold records, a single velvet rope and a locked door have barred entry to the upstairs. It has become the ultimate forbidden zone in American pop culture, a time capsule preserved exactly as it was on August 16, 1977. Now, for the first time, Elvis Presley's granddaughter, Keough, is carefully opening a window into that hidden world. In interviews and legal documents following the death of her mother, Lisa Marie Presley, Keough has begun to reveal what really lies behind those closed doors. What she describes is not a scene of scandal or a conspiracy, but something far more haunting: the frozen emotional landscape of a man who had nowhere left to hide. To understand the significance of the upstairs, one must first understand what Graceland represents in the Presley family mythology. Purchased by Elvis in 1957 for $102,500, the 13.8-acre estate was never merely a house. It was a fortress against the chaos of stardom. As documented by the official Graceland archives, Elvis immediately began renovating the property to suit his need for both privacy and expression. The meditation garden, added in 1964, became his spiritual retreat. The Jungle Room, with its green shag carpeting covering even the ceiling, served as a late-night recording studio. Yet, through all these expansions and the eventual opening of the home to tourists in 1982, the second floor remained strictly off-limits by direct decree of Elvis's father, Vernon Presley. According to multiple biographies, including Peter Guralnick's definitive 2-part series, Last Train to Memphis and Careless Love, Vernon believed that the upstairs was not a museum exhibit but a sacred, private tomb. He ordered that nothing be changed, nothing cleaned out, and nothing photographed. Keough, now the sole owner of Graceland following a legal settlement with her grandmother Priscilla Presley in 2023, has spoken with rare vulnerability about what it feels like to walk those halls. In a candid 2023 interview with Vanity Fair, she described the atmosphere as one of arrested time. She confirmed that the clock beside Elvis's bed is still stopped, the sheets are still rumpled, and a half-empty glass of iced tea reportedly still sits where he left it. But more than the physical objects, Keough revealed the emotional weight of the space. It's not a crime scene, she clarified, countering decades of tabloid speculation. It's a sanctuary. He went up there to escape a world that was eating him alive. This distinction is crucial. Where conspiracy theorists have long claimed the upstairs was sealed to hide evidence of a fake death or a drug-fueled cover-up, Keough presents a more human truth. The room is locked because the grief is too real. One of the most startling revelations Keough has shared involves the discovery of unsent letters hidden in Elvis's personal effects. While she has been careful not to publish the full contents out of respect for family privacy, she acknowledged in a podcast interview with the New York Times that she found a shoebox tucked away in his bedroom closet. Inside were handwritten notes addressed to his mother, Gladys, who had died in 1958, as well as letters to his then-wife, Priscilla, and his daughter, Lisa Marie. They weren't angry letters, Keough explained. They were sad letters. Apologetic. He was writing to people he felt he had let down. This discovery aligns with accounts from Elvis's close friends, such as George Klein, who often spoke of Elvis's late-night bouts of loneliness and his habit of journaling his anxieties. The existence of these letters, verified by Graceland archivists who spoke to the Memphis Commercial Appeal, confirms that the upstairs was not a party zone but a confessional booth. Keough has also addressed the persistent rumor of a hidden tunnel beneath Graceland. For decades, fans have claimed that a secret passage runs from the house to the meditation garden or beyond, allowing Elvis to escape the property unseen. Some versions of the myth suggest this tunnel was used to sneak Elvis out after his alleged death to begin a new life in hiding. When asked directly about this during a press event for a miniseries Daisy Jones and the Six, Keough smiled and debunked the theory with gentle finality. "There's no tunnel," she said flatly. "I promise you, I've been in every crawl space and basement area of that house. If there was a tunnel, I would have tried to crawl through it as a kid. Her statement is supported by architectural records held by the Memphis Landmarks Commission, which show no evidence of subterranean passages on the Graceland property. While there is a basement area used for storage and utilities, it does not connect to any external exit. The tunnel myth, Keough suggests, is a metaphor, a symbol of Elvis's desperate desire to vanish, even if reality never provided him the means. Perhaps the most sensitive secret Keough has inherited concerns the lost recordings. Rumors have long circulated that Elvis left behind unreleased music, possibly stored in the upstairs bedrooms. In the 1970s, Elvis was known to record late-night improvisations on a portable reel-to-reel machine, often singing gospel standards or new melodies that never saw a studio session. According to a 2022 report by Rolling Stone magazine, which interviewed former Memphis Mafia members, several of these tapes were kept in Elvis's private quarters. However, their current condition and location remain uncertain. Keough has acknowledged that she has encountered boxes of tapes during her inventory of the upstairs, but she has been hesitant to rush them to market. Some of them are St. him humming or messing around on the piano, she told The Hollywood Reporter. They weren't meant for an album. They were meant for him. We have to be respectful of that. This cautious approach has frustrated some fans eager for new music, but has earned her praise from preservationists who argue that not every private moment of an artist's life needs to be commodified. The question of why the upstairs remains closed to the public is answered not by logistics, but by love. Riley Keough has stated unequivocally that she has no intention of turning the second floor into a tour attraction, even as she opens up about its contents in interviews. In a 2024 deposition related to the family trust, she explained that her mother, Lisa Marie, had explicitly wished for the upstairs to remain a family-only space. It's not a museum piece, Keough said. It's the last place on earth where he felt safe. Opening it to the public would feel like inviting strangers into a bedroom while someone is still sleeping. This sentiment is echoed by Priscilla Presley, who has written in her memoir Elvis and Me that the upstairs was always Elvis's private domain, even when they were married. She recalls being invited upstairs only rarely, and always with a sense that she was entering a sacred, fragile world. Keough has also shed light on the smaller, more intimate details that humanize the legend. She described finding a well-worn Bible on Elvis's nightstand, its margins filled with handwritten notes and underlinings. Specific passages in the Book of Psalms and the Gospel of Matthew were marked heavily, suggesting a man wrestling with faith and fear. Additionally, she found stacks of books on spirituality, Eastern philosophy, and health, showing a side of Elvis that the jumpsuits and karate chops often obscured. He was constantly searching, Keough reflected. People think he had everything, but upstairs, you realize he felt like he had nothing. He was looking for peace in every book, every prayer, every song. These details, confirmed by archivists who have begun the slow process of cataloging the items, though not displaying them, paint a picture far removed from the caricature of the bloated, isolated superstar. In revealing these secrets, Riley Keough walks a delicate line. She is neither exploiting her grandfather's memory nor hiding it entirely. Instead, she is curating a narrative of compassion by confirming the existence of unsent letters, private tapes, and a frozen bedroom. She replaces conspiracy with context. There is no hidden heir living in the basement, no escaped tunnel to South America, and no second Elvis buried in the meditation garden. What there is, according to Keough, is a man who died too young, surrounded by the evidence of his own humanity. The upstairs of Graceland, therefore, is not a vault of scandal, but a monument to solitude. And in sharing these truths, without ever unlocking the door for the public, Riley Keough has done something remarkable. She has given the world a new way to see Elvis Presley, not as a ghost in a white jumpsuit, but as a grandson, a father, and a lonely king staring at a stopped clock.